Okay, so a couple of you have asked me to clarify how these domain and range problems on Delta Math work, so I'm just going to use this video to go through a couple of examples. So remember that domain talks about the x values that are covered by the graph. So the x-axis is this horizontal axis right here. So from left to right, how much of this graph is covered is what the domain is. So you'll notice that this graph doesn't go any more left than this point right here, and it doesn't go any further right than this point right here, right? This is a closed circle. This is an open circle. So on our x-axis, since we're talking about domain, we want to say from what to what value on that axis this graph covers. So this point right here on the left is at -11 on our x-axis, and it's a closed circle. So that's going to be the closed bracket. And then on the right, this point down here is at -2. So our domain goes from -11 to -2, and it's a closed and an open circle. So we're going to write close bracket, -11, comma, -2. And since -2 is an open circle, I'm going to put an open parentheses. Okay, so I typed them from my keyboard, but you could have used this button right here and it would have opened this for you, and you just type the numbers in. All right, so let's do another example. So we submit this, it says it's right, new question. So this one wants us to, again, find the domain. Let me see if I can find one that asks us to do the range. Here we go. So range is talking about y values, okay? So from bottom to the top of the graph on the y-axis. So we want to start with the lowest number and go to the highest number. So this is the lowest part of our graph, right? It hits here and here. What is the y value here at the bottom? The y value is -4. What's the highest y value? +8, okay? These are closed circles, so it's gonna be using the squared off brackets. So we go from -4 to +8. -4, comma, 8, squared off brackets. Okay, we use this one right here. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do domain again. Find the domain of this graph. So from left to right, what does this graph cover on the x-axis? From left to right, it's in between this value, which is at -6, and it goes to +2. So is this an open or closed circle? Closed, closed. So -6 to +2 in the squared off brackets with a comma in between. Okay, so that's how these problems work. So see if you're able to do them. If you need more help, I'm more than happy to get on a Google Meet and help you through.